This month on Images, get to know radio personality Justin Roman. COD's manufacturing technology program produces students for immediate job placement. And make a simple and spicy appetizer in the kitchen with Chris. All of that and more on this edition of Images.
Hi, I'm Rio Almaria, admissions representative at College of DuPage. Welcome to Images, the program that keeps you up to date on what's happening here at COD.
Maybe you know him from Stylz and Roman on Chicago's B96, or maybe you know him as the founder and frontman of the band Jumpsmokers. A young man with many interests and talents, Justin Roman reflects on growing up in DuPage County and the rewards of his decision to attend College of DuPage.
My family is my backbone. They're the reason I've been able to have somewhat success so far. They've always kept me grounded. They've always supported my dreams since I was a little kid. We grew up in Bloomingdale, Illinois, DuPage County, so by Schaumburg, Addison over there. And I grew up, my mom, my dad, and my sister Dana, and we had a great family, and again, I give them all the credit in the world because, I'm 7 years old, I have two dreams. I want to play for the Cubs, and I want to be the next Michael Jackson. And I became a high school student, and I still wanted to play for the Cubs and be the next Michael Jackson, and then as I'm going into college, it's like, my parents easily could have been like, okay, now it's time for you to get a real job, but I was a mobile disc jockey, and they let me do that. And I made pretty good money, but I didn't care about the money. It was more about being in the music industry. It was more about being in the party vibe and getting people going and stuff, entertainment. And so, then I graduated from college, and all of a sudden I'm in a musical group that's like, touring the world, but I'm still living in my parents' house. So my parents really, really supported my dreams from very, very little, and that's the reason I think I've been able to, have success so far. I was groomed very early on to play ball, and I was a pitcher, a left-handed pitcher. So my whole life I was really like, I knew what I was gonna do. Well, one of two things, music or baseball. But high school, I was in varsity at Lake Park High School. I was varsity, and I won all the awards you could win and stuff like that. But the only thing is, at the end of my senior year, I never got a Division I scholarship. And it really broke my heart because I was trained my whole life to do that. I had a bunch of, Division II interests and D3 grants and stuff like that, but I didn't get a Division I scholarship. So in my mind at that point, it was like, all right, I may not be good enough to pitch for the Cubs one day. Like, maybe music is the way I should go. And that made my choice for me, really. It was like, okay, I'm gonna do music full time. I'm gonna be here in Chicago. Instead of going somewhere small and some down south Illinois school, I'd rather be in Chicago and pursue music, And, looking back, I've never given up anything in my life, but I wish I would have played ball at COD. I wish I would have played ball at Elmhurst College, because you never know at that point, maybe I have a great year here and I move over here. So, I mean, that's my one and only regret in life is giving up baseball. But I was, 17, 18, stubborn, and I thought I was a Division I ball player, and, I didn't get it. I'm a diehard Cubs fan, and I got to sit in the 7th inning stretch at a Cubs game, Stylz and Roman, my radio show. We got to do that. It was awesome. I mean, that was like, talk about a dream come true. I'm in the the press box that Harry Carey was once in, and Len Casper and Bob Burnley at the time, and I got to sing the 7th inning stretch. I have season tickets for the Cubs, so that's like a dream of anybody's, But then a year later, I also got to throw out the first pitch. So I did two things that, I always wanted to pitch from the Wrigley Field mound, and even though I didn't make it to the Cubs, I still got to do that, which is pretty cool, and that was a great, great moment in my life. Elementary school, I was a straight A student, honor student and everything. And I'll never forget, my mom at 5th grade told me, listen, I'm so proud of you, your grades are phenomenal, but I'd rather you be, a B student with a great social life and a lot of friends and enjoying life than a straight A student and just, to yourself studying books. So I'll never forget that, because then junior high comes around, high school comes around, and I did everything. I was in all the good classes, I didn't get straight A's, but I definitely got straight B's or B pluses, whatever. And but I played baseball, basketball, football. I went to all the parties. I DJ'd on the weekends. So I did it all, and I think that was some very good advice. I know a lot of parents are always like, report cards are so important and straight A's. But at the end of the day, I got my associates from COD. I graduated from Elmhurst College, and nobody cares about my GPA. I did it. When I was heartbroken and I didn't get my Division I scholarship for baseball, now I'm like, okay, where am I going to go to school? So I knew I wanted to do music business, and so I was doing a lot of research on what schools offered that program. And University of Memphis was the school that I decided on. I love down south. I thought it was cool. I talked to the baseball coach. I was gonna try to walk on that baseball team. So I was all ready to go. And a week before I was supposed to go to University of Memphis, I chickened out. I'm a mama's boy. My dad's my best friend. I love my sister. So I just, all of a sudden, I'll never forget, I was on the corner of Lake Street and, on the corner of Bloomingdale and Army Trail Road. There was a Baker Square back then. And I was eating with my friends, and it was like a week before I was supposed to leave. And I just was like, I don't want to leave here. I don't want to leave and go somewhere I don't know anybody, and I don't want to leave this area. And so I told my parents. Of course, they were thrilled because they don't want me to leave. So I got rid of Memphis. Well, now what do? So COD was the best choice I could have made because, I didn't know what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go. So instead of wasting time, instead of, taking a year off, I got to go to COD, get all my gen eds out the way. I got to, get my associates from there. And it bought me about 2 years to figure out where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. So COD was great for that. Plus, saved my parents money. It was great. And then in those 2 years, I decided between DePaul and Elmhurst College. And being the mama's boy that I am, I decided to go to Elmhurst College because it was closer, I could commute, and I'd have amazing meals and my laundry done and all that stuff. Well, when I was in junior high, I went to Westfield Middle School, which was in Bloomingdale. And the school dances, we had a company called M&R Music, and this guy named Mike Lettieri, who I will give credit for starting my entire career off. He doesn't get enough credit, but he was the one because I saw what he was doing at our school dances, and I really, really wanted to do that. I really wanted to be up on stage. I wanted to be the guy with the microphone. Like, I didn't really know what I wanted. I wasn't a singer back then. I wasn't really a rapper. I wrote like poetry when I was a kid, so I didn't know what I could do musically, but I wanted to be the center of attention, and I wanted to be the guy with the microphone. So I'll never forget, I hit him up and I was like, yo, me and two of my friends want to perform at our school dance. And he looked at me, he's like, well, what are you gonna do? And so I kind of told him, and so sure enough, he gave us a chance. We performed at one of our school 8th grade graduation dances, like a really old song, but the girls went crazy. It was really, really cool. And he looked at it like, all right, good job, get off the stage, congratulations. But I looked at it as like, no, I want to do this more and more and more. So he gave me his business card, and he will tell you that I stalked him until he finally called me back because I really wanted to work for him. I wanted to do school dances, I wanted to do weddings, I wanted to do all that stuff. And so I called over and over again. I stalked this poor guy. Finally, he called me back because I think he was annoyed and figured he'll call me back and I'll stop calling again. He gave me a shot to be like his DJ helper, if you will. And from that point on, I was a DJ, a mobile disc jockey, doing school dances and weddings and stuff like that. Well, during these dances, I, grabbed the microphone and maybe sing along to some of the songs, and I noticed like people would be interested and girls would scream and all these kind of things, and I love that. And he saw it too, and he's like, you should put a group together because like you got a good voice, you have good stage presence, and people seem to like you. So he really encouraged me to like get into a group, and I grabbed two guys, two dancers, like local dancers. And Mike Lettieri gave us a great chance to perform at a bunch of different festivals, like the Glendale Heights Fest, the Bloomingdale Fest, like different festivals and stuff. And we would perform. That was my first group, and we performed, and we then had printed out pictures because people were going crazy, and we would sign autographs and take pictures. And that was my first taste of what I'm doing now, and I loved it. B96 DJ, like, even though I don't DJ like that anymore, like talking on the microphone, awesome, I love it. I love being the voice of Chicago, but I also love making music, I love writing songs, I love performing in front of audiences. So I really can't pick, it's one of those things like, if you're comparing what's better, your radio career or your music career, it's like asking you who's your favorite kid, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't pick, oh yeah, my son's better. Like I love both things, and they both have brought me a lot of happiness in life. And I don't think I'd be happy doing just radio or just music. I think both have really fed my creative juices a little bit. With my musical group, Jump Smokers, right now, I'm on tour with Pitbull and Kesha. It's really cool. We're on the North American tour, traveling all over the place. I just got it on Sunday from Atlantic City. We had shows in Boston, Springfield, Massachusetts, 2 shows in Atlantic City. I leave again Friday for New York, New Jersey, Pittsburgh. We're on the nationwide tour. After Kesha, my group goes on, then Pitbull goes on. It's amazing. It's like been the best experience of my life. But it makes for a lot of early morning flights because my off days I got to be here in Chicago to be on the radio at B96. So where do I find time? I don't know. I make it happen. And someone's like, well, you ever gonna choose? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna do both until I physically can't do both ever again. So I figure, why should I choose right now when I have great bosses here at B96 that they see my group and performing with Pitbull and Kesha as a really good avenue. So for them to have a jock that's on tour with 2 of the biggest pop stars right now, that's a good look for B96, And that being said, my Jump Smokers group, a lot of radio contacts I've met through B96, it helps me with my group. So they're almost married in a sense, and they work very well together. The advice I give to anybody, I speak all over Chicago, and from kids to to young executives. And the one thing that I'll say, that I don't care what you go into, music, sports, medical, law, whatever it is you go into, here's the best advice I can give somebody, is never give up, because persistence pays off, and people that quit are never gonna make it. But the people that keep going, and you'll get knocked down, people say, no, you can't do that, no, you can't pitch for the Cubs, no, you can't be the next Michael Jackson. But like the people that don't believe that and follow your dreams, those are people that are gonna succeed. And in life, you're gonna hear 1,000 no's. Like, people are gonna tell you no, 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 no. But one yes will change your entire life. And I'm living proof of that. So, no matter what you're gonna go into, just never give up. Because if you want something bad enough, you can achieve it for sure.
See what COD has to offer you. Visit us on the web at cod.edu and start pursuing your dreams today. Even in the face of a tough economy, there is a great need for qualified candidates to fill a wide range of available jobs in manufacturing. College of DuPage's Manufacturing Technology program prepares students to fill the increasing number of employment and career growth opportunities.
The manufacturing industry today has certainly exploded. There's a great skills gap between the amount of jobs that are out there and the amount of people that are trained to do them. Here at the College of DuPage, last year I received 65 requests for people to come work. Most of them were multiple requests. So far this year I'm up at about 40, and considering we're in supposedly a recession, there is a great need out there, and I don't have enough students to fill these high-powered positions. The skills that are needed are obviously good workplace skills, where an individual is able to come in on time, be dependable, be accurate, have a passion for what they want to do in the industry, and a passion to learn, because the industry is changing. Certainly technology has impacted manufacturing in a lot of ways, and I can only imagine what it'll be like in 5 years. So you have to be a lifelong learner to be successful, not only in manufacturing, but in any industry. At the College of DuPage, we have an advisory committee that meets twice a year that tells us what is current in the industry and what to expect. Just as important, they evaluate our program by hiring the students that we provide them and give us feedback on what we do well and what we need improvement in. We also have business partnerships where companies do send us individuals either for specialized training or for all the training to certainly upgrade their needs. And our goal is to certainly have that individual come back to the company the next day and show their boss or their supervisor something that they didn't know the day before, and obviously want to make the company more money. Flexco Corporation in Downers Grove saw a need to upgrade the training of their employees. Guess what? The community college's mission is to provide that need, and certainly we were able to attract at least 12 people from Flexco last year who came in, took specialized classes in either metrology, metallurgy, machining, and they were very happy with the results and continue to send quite a few people to our facility for this type of training, including their supervisors.
Flexco manufactures belt conveyor components for heavy-duty and light-duty industries for companies all over the world. We do a lot with mining and agriculture, as well as food service. We hire for production-related positions in our Downers Grove facility and our Grand Rapids facility, as well as office positions like marketing, engineering, accounting, human resources, but the majority of our business is in manufacturing. The skill sets that would help make applicants successful in the manufacturing field would be knowledge of technology, good math skills, business writing capabilities, also good knowledge of different manufacturing processes. The training our employees receive at COD is through what we call the Flexco Manufacturing Certificate Program, where they take 6 core credit classes, including metrology, metallurgy, technical mechanics, and they take those courses and they don't receive a certificate from College of DuPage, but they do receive a certificate from us as a company. The program is designed to encourage employees to go back to school, and if they wish to, they can pursue a certificate program through the college, or they can also move on to an associate's degree if they choose.
I was able to join that program, and what it does is it allows us to go back to school at the College of DuPage and attend classes, basic classes for the company. And that has allowed me to know more about the company, how to use those resources and apply that to this company. The manufacturing classes at the College of DuPage have helped me understand a different side of the business as far as quality control, how the things are made in a tool room, and how important it is to use our instruments, things that I wouldn't normally use on a daily basis. But now I have the basic foundations of that, and I've learned that through this certification program.
Flexco is on the advisory board at COD because we believe that the COD program is a wonderful program. We're really impressed with the manufacturing program and the other educational opportunities offered by the college.
Well, our manufacturing program offers classes both in the morning and in the evenings. A majority of our students are currently employed in the industry. Consequently, when my job board fills up, they're already employed. I'm very proud of the fact that all of our part-time teachers currently work in the industry. I believe that's a powerful statement to make to a student, that the individual that's instructing them actually does what they're teaching them for a living, and adds a lot of credence to what the students are learning here, and also keeps us up to date on what's new in the industry. Our most popular degree or certificate is manufacturing technology. It covers almost everything an individual would know to be a great, beyond an entry-level employee in manufacturing. It includes machining, precision measurement, metallurgy, drafting and design, and again, a good turnkey to get into the industry. We have a drafting and design certificate and degree, which also is very popular because certainly there are needs for that in the industry also. Lastly, our automated manufacturing certificate is probably the most popular certificate to be to this date, as that's where the most jobs are needed for people to go out into the industry and operate the equipment. Here at the college, we keep up to date with the equipment, and again, listen to industry's needs and try and meet it.
For more information about the Manufacturing Technology program at College of DuPage, visit us on the web at cod.edu.
Coming up next, COD's chef Chris Thielman shares a fast and easy appetizer to spice up your next fiesta.
Hi, welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with Chris. Today we're going to be making another fast, easy appetizer that I like to call nacho chip chicken, or nacho chip chicken. So, this has got a couple components. One component is the tortilla chips, then we have the chicken filling, and then we have an avocado sour cream sauce which we put on top. So again, you can make the sauce ahead of time, you can make the chicken filling ahead of time. And then right before your guests walk in, you just take the chicken filling, you put it on the chip, put a little sauce on it, and you're good to go with a little bit of cheese. All right, so it's very fast and easy. So what I'm going to show you how to do first is the sauce. Now, something that people always want to know is, if I want to buy sauce, can I? And so I always tell people, feel free to buy the sauce. You do not have to make it from scratch like I'm doing here. All right, we've got onions, we've got jalapenos, we've got red peppers, we've got cilantro, we have garlic, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of chili powder. All of these things are going to go in the sauce. So when I am in a rush, what I always do is buy enchilada sauce that's been pre-made. It works great. So here's our tomatoes. Those go in also. And so, in case you're wondering how to prepare tomatoes, what you do is you take your tomato, you cut it in half, and you squeeze out the seeds. This is a Roma tomato. So I've cut it in half, and so now I take it, squeeze out the seeds, because I don't like the seeds in my sauce. If you want to leave them in, feel free. And then you take your knife. I like to cut it in long planks, and then go back through it the other direction and rough chop it up. So what you're shooting for here, everybody, is the heat in here to take this sauce and to cook it, and it's going to break down the tomatoes and make them watery. So really, however you want to chop this up, it doesn't matter. Just rough chop the tomatoes, and then you're going to put it in, and then these are going to break down into a sauce. It'll take at least 20 to 30 minutes to cook. Here's another little trick of the trade. Take a lime and a fork, cut it in half, and if you need juice of a lime or lemon, put it in just like this, and then you're going to take this and you're going to squeeze it as you rotate the fork. It's a fast, easy way to get out all the juice out of a lime or a lemon without hardly any effort at all. Now, we're going to let this sauce cook, and it'll take, again, at least 20 to 30 minutes. It'll totally break down and turn into a nice tomatoey, spicy, liquidy sauce. Back in a bit. Alrighty, our nacho chip chicken sauce has been cooking for about 20-25 minutes or so. Everything has blended all the flavors. It's broken down. The tomatoes have gotten nice and broken apart, so everything will stir really easily in with the chicken. So now I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil, add it to my pan, and then I'm going to take my chicken, and this is chopped, pre-cooked chicken. So on the chicken, everybody, if you want to use chicken breast, dark meat, legs, thighs, it doesn't matter. All I did was I took the whole breasts, I sauteed them, let them cool, and then I chopped them up. That's all I did. Very, very simple. So get chopped, cooked chicken any way you want. You can even buy it ahead of time and just chop it up yourself. It's already cooked. You can even do that. So again, as I said before, if you want to just add enchilada sauce to this, it works really well. Or we're making the sauce from scratch ourselves. Either way is fine. So we're going to take this and we're going to stir it in. All right, so again, as I said before, you can take this filling right here and make this a day ahead, 2 days ahead, 3 days ahead, 4 days ahead, 5 days ahead, and just put this in the refrigerator just like this, so that all of the effort is days and days and days before the party. Remember, today is all about fast, easy appetizer. So now our filling is done. Now we need our avocado sauce, if you will, avocado dressing. So this consists of an avocado, lime juice, sour cream, a little bit of salt and pepper, and what I like to add is a little bit of Hidden Valley Ranch brand buttermilk recipe dressing mix. It adds a nice little flavor. If you wanted to add your own garlic, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, not a problem at all. They just happen to have all of that pre-mixed in the packet, and so I'm just adding it like that. So again, this is all about making it easy on you for appetizers. So when you take your avocado, what you're going to do is you are going to run your knife around it, spin it open. You're going to expose the pit, and you can see how it comes right out. You can either take a spoon or you can just squeeze it. Either way will work exactly the same. So this side will squeeze, and this side will take a spoon, because people do it both ways. I personally think it's a little easier squeezing it, but it doesn't really matter. All right, so now we have our avocado, and we have our sour cream, and we need our lime juice. And again, a little trick of the trade, stick your fork in, turn it up like this, and then squeeze, and all of the lime juice goes right in the bowl. And of course, we have to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this. Now, if you want to add some cilantro or jalapenos to this, really anything you want, it doesn't really matter. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. I like black pepper. Some people like white pepper. It doesn't really matter. It's entirely up to you, whatever you feel like. But now you got to mix this really, really well. So what I like to do is take the back of my spoon and kind of smash it in the bowl as I'm mixing, because you want to get this mixed up thoroughly. All right, so this is nicely mixed. You can see everything is thoroughly mixed together. And then we're going to take our nacho chips, our chicken filling, and our queso fresco, okay? And of course, what do we need to add, everybody? Just a little bit of Hidden Valley Ranch. There we go, just a touch. Adds a nice little flavor. I like it. A friend of mine showed me that a long time ago, and I've done it ever since. Of course, you don't have to put it in if you don't want to. All right, so now we have our nacho chips, we have our avocado dressing, we have our queso fresco, which is a fresh Mexican-style cheese, and we have our chicken filling. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a spoon, and we are going to spoon a little bit of chicken on, and then we need another spoon, and we're going to spoon a little bit of the avocado dressing on top of that, okay? But, of course, since we have the queso fresco, some people like to melt the queso fresco in the microwave for 30 seconds. Some people don't. It really doesn't matter. Either way, it's entirely up to you. So we're going to take some chicken, and we're going to put just a little bit of chicken meat. I would say approximately almost a tablespoon on top of each one. And again, remember, you can make this filling ahead of time. It's very fast and easy. This filling will also work great for enchiladas, burritos, tostadas. It's a great all-purpose chicken filling if you want a Latin American style of flavor. Okay, so just a couple more here. All right, now we've got our queso fresco, and all we're going to do is put about this much, I'd say a teaspoon, on each one. So a little bit of queso fresco. If you want to use Chihuahua, Chihuahua will work great. If you want to buy the multiple cheese Mexican combination variety that I've seen already shredded at the store, that'll work great too. You have cheddar or mozzarella in the house, or Monterey Jack, any of those will work. I personally like this because it has a really interesting flavor that a lot of people don't get very often. So now, as I said before, you can microwave this for 30 seconds, or you don't have to. Either way will work just fine. A little bit of our dressing, and we're going to put it on top. So all you do is put, again, about a teaspoon or so on each one. So just use a small spoon, put a little bit on there. And remember, this is a fast, easy appetizer. This is just meant to make it very fast and easy on you. So you, as the host, you don't have to work very, very hard. You can take it easy. You can enjoy your guests and make something very fast. So you've got the nacho chips on the bottom. You have the chicken filling, which you can make ahead. You have the avocado dressing, which you make ahead. The cheese, which all I did was take it out of the package and give it a quick little grate. And then you've got nacho chip chicken in no time flat. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks very much, and have a great day.
There's always so much happening at College of DuPage. Be sure to watch Images every month to stay on top of it all. Until next time, I'm Rio Almaria.